Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say bonsoir la classe. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to a new video on the channel and a new organ for Hauptwerk. Yes, something very exciting indeed. Notre-Dame de Vimoutiers, a lovely little place in Normandy, in the north of La Belle, France. And this is a wonderful little organ that has been sampled for Hauptwerk from, well, by our friend Sam Sleath, a young chap from the south of Englandshire who is beavering away, learning the joys of sampling organs, and this is his latest one, a real French Cavaillé-Coll organ, and a rather delicious little toy it is indeed to have. Sam very kindly gave me a copy of this organ to try out, and it's lovely. I installed it, when did I install it? Yesterday. I installed it yesterday. I've been playing around with it for a few hours. It's rather lovely. It's quite a small instrument, but it has absolutely everything you could possibly need for a little French organ. It's got the lot. Let me show you. Actually, there's a couple of little tricks in there from Sam as well, which makes it even better. But we'll come to that later. It's a wonderful little instrument. Now, before I start, let me just quickly do that and that, and then this, so that we're all on the right page. Wonderful, yes. So, here it is. It's a 3-manual French romantic organ, Cavaillé-Coll. There is a picture of it. There you are. You probably can't see that because it's miles away in the background, but it's a little 3-manual instrument with stops left and right of the organist. There's a swell pedal in the middle. There's only one swell pedal on the organ. We'll come to that in a moment. And Sam has very kindly got some pictures of the left side of the organ and the right side of the organ. But for those who don't have double screens all over the place, we have a simplified version here with all the stops just as little clickable buttons. Very pleasant indeed. So it's a typical French organ, which means it has strings on the swell. Now the swell is the 3rd manual. The positif is the 2nd manual, and the grand orgue, or the Hauptwerk, or the great organ, is the lower manual. So typical French setup, that's the way you would normally find it. Obviously the pedals are down here on the old foot department. And then there are various other bits and pieces. Now, if you do decide to go and buy this sample set, I can highly recommend it, by the way. Sam's offering this on his website. If you check out the description of this video, you will find a link to Sam's website. In fact, to the website of this exact organ, where you can go and purchase it for yourself. It's a wonderful little thing, and it's got all the toys you would expect to find on a French organ, including the appel, the extra little buttons, or in this case, foot levers on the real organ, that you depress or detach to select various different stops. And those stops are very handily marked in red writing. That's the important thing. And here's the wonderful thing. I can play, well, hold on, let's here on the, there's nothing there on the swell division. There's nothing there on the choir division. There's nothing there on the grand orgue. Now, here's an interesting thing. If I choose some stops on the grand orgue, but nothing's playing, you have to couple grand orgue to grand orgue. Okay, that's a very French thing that you would find. Some of these organs, they have one manual that you couple everything to, and maybe you don't want the actual stops for that manual. You just want the stops of this one and this one coupled down here. You don't want these ones, so you add them later, kind of thing. That's what that's for. But Sam has very cleverly activated that copula grand orgue. Sounds naughty, doesn't it? But yes, it's activated by default, so you can just go in there and grab a flute on the way past. Right, so like I said, the ones in red, for example, well, here we are. Let me have some of these stops on the swell. Let me have this one. Here's a oboe. There's even a vox humana. Shall we have a listen to the vox humana? There's a tremolo that goes with it too. Oh God, that's a nice fast tremolo. I haven't heard that yet. Woohoo! That's a nice wobbly one. All right, well, there we are. All of those stops are in white writing. This one here, or these ones here in red writing. So that's the octavin, 2-foot, the basson, 16-foot, the trompette, 8-foot, and the clairon harmonique, 4-foot. Oh, Rien. Nothing happens. Nothing happens when I choose those. What I have to do is I have to press this button here, Ange Récit. Ange means reeds. It just means sort of the fancy stuff. And if I press that button, now suddenly... Now, why would you need that? Well, on the real organ, what you can do is you can basically pull out all the stops on the Récit. That's the swell manual. That's my daughter downstairs making monkey noises. So now you've got sort of a nice swell sound with the oboe. And then suddenly with a flip of your foot at the real organ, or a flip of that button there, good God, suddenly we have everything. Okay, so that's the plan for that. It works slightly differently on this manual. If I just press this button, it switches the trumpet on for me. There is only one reed stop on that organ, so it's only going to switch that on or off. I can still do it here manually, or I can use the appel. And the same thing goes for the red stops on the Grand Orgue. They don't do anything until I switch them on. Down on the pedal, it's the same as the positive. It's reversible. It switches on the big bombard 16 foot. Rather delicious. Anyway, so there you are. So there's this sort of basics of how a French organ like that might work. Tasty beverage time. It's very hot and sticky here today. I'm gathering it's hot and sticky around the world today, so it's not very much fun. So yes, there we have it. Anyway, right, so here we are. It has all the French stuff you would imagine, but it has some extras. For example, you wouldn't expect an organ of this size. That's a fairly small instrument. You wouldn't expect it to have huge swell reeds like that, 16, 8 and 4. That's big, that's a really big sound, it's lovely. What else wouldn't you expect? You wouldn't expect this either, a beautiful clarinet. It's a nice woody sounding clarinet, isn't it? It's interesting because there's no wood in the pipe itself, but it sounds nice and sort of woody. I like that. Lovely sounding clarinet. And then on the grate, you don't just have your trompette 8 foot, which is incredibly big. You have a 4 foot as well. Which is quite quiet, especially with the enormous trumpet underneath it, but it brightens up the sound no end. Here's the sort of full Grand Orgue. Without the 4 foot reed. Yeah? So it really brightens that sound up. Big, nice. A really rather interesting thing is we have no less than 2 celeste sounds, of the typical swell strings you would find, which are rather delicious on this organ. Beautifully sampled by Sam, I must say. And we can close the swell box to get rid of that sound. And it's just, isn't that delicious? That's lovely. But here on the positif we have an under maris, which is it's a celeste sound, but it's actually tuned flat. So here we have a flute 8, which is rather lovely. Now hold on, I need to do that. A nice flute. I can do it. Woo, 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 woo. But if I can also mix it with the principal there as well, which is actually much more delicious, I think. Isn't that lovely? But something else I can do with it, haha, this is where the fun really begins. Sorry, wrong one. On the Grand Orgue there's a salicional, and I can mix that with the under maris. This is lovely. Isn't that lovely? So now I have these strings, which are tuned ever so slightly sharp. These strings, which are tuned ever so slightly flat. And then obviously I can mix them together. Isn't that gorgeous? that lovely? It's very, very versatile. Very versatile. What else do we have? We have a selection of flutes. Lots of flutes. We have a flute harmonique here on this manual. No, we don't, because I just switched it off. Beautiful. No Cavaillé-Coll organ will be complete without it. We have a corne nuit, which is just a nice flute on the positive, and a flute traversière here. On there, which is rather lovely, and I can couple all of those flutes together to give me this sound. Lovely. Up on the swell department, we have a 4-foot flute to go with the 8-foot. Which is rather delicieux. We also have a 4-foot flute douce, a soft flute, to go with the corne nuit on the positive. Which is rather spiffy. I'm not sure that's a real word, but it describes the sound of that flute rather nicely. Interestingly enough, the organ only goes up to G, so 56 notes from the bottom C to the top G. Above that there is note, absolutely nothing, so top G is your top note. Don't forget that when you're playing music. There we are. Down here there is only the 8-foot flute, but if I have all the 8 and 4-foot flutes all together, it's a rather lovely sound. I can add a 2-foot flute to that. That's the 2-foot flute you find on the récit. Ah, but it doesn't work because I don't have the Anche récit apart. There we are. The doublet is... it's almost fluty. Lovely. Very beautiful sound on most of the stuff on this organ. Rather delicious indeed. Now, we heard the vox humana already. We heard the clarinet already. What about the individual reeds on the swell? For example, the trumpet 8-foot. That's one of the loveliest trumpets I've heard in a long time. Great, isn't it? Ah. As I myself delve into the world of sampling organs, which I'm about to start, more on that in a moment, I'm listening out for things in all sorts of other organs just to see exactly what's going on. This I'm beginning to understand the difference between the attack and release of the sounds and how they can sound different. There's a lovely example of it, if you know what you're listening for. The basson 16-foot is huge. But it can, of course, be used as a solo stop on its own if we have something like this. Play around with the swell box. It's rather nice, isn't it? The actual oboe itself, obviously I have to play an octave lower now for the same kind of thing, is much softer. that amazing? I think that's delicious. So you have huge amounts of variation, similar sounding stops in different, what's the word I'm looking for? In different octaves. Wonderful. You can really play around with it. It only has one 16-foot on the manual. Very slow speaking, very lazy 16-foot bourdon on the grate. You can hear it speaking rather lazily, but if you add that to the 2-foot, suddenly you get a sort of sparkly sound. What I can do is, of course, add the 4-foot flute plural to that, and you get this lovely sound. There's lots of lovely little sounds in this organ to be discovered. Let's play some music. Thank you, Sam, for donating this organ to the channel. Very kind indeed. I found a French hymn book online. It's a modern French hymn book, but there are some rather lovely melodies in it, even some rather old ones. I found this one and I thought this was rather good. Ce jour nous rendons honneur. I'm not very good at French. I can pronounce it. I kind of understand it from time to time, but I have no idea what that means. So if anyone knows, please tell us in the old chit-chat there. Let's start with the... Actually, no, let's start. Let's start about here. Let's start with the oboe is added. So it's all the 8-foot stops and the oboe. It's a very French combination. All the 8-foot stops. Nice big warm, fat sound. Buttery sound. That's a good French word, a nice buttery sound. All right, let's try this, see what this sounds like. Nice acoustic too. Lovely. Now this is a sample set that was created using only a stereo pair of microphones. So one pair of microphones positioned way back in the church, pointing at the organ in a sort of A-B pattern. So a microphone over here, a microphone over there. Not microphones crossed in the middle to get a stereo pattern, but sideways. And it's worked really well. You can definitely hear what's coming from what direction. It's very, very well done. So congratulations to Sam. It's a wonderful instrument. Very natural sounding, very natural feeling as well. So yeah, well done. I like it. Right, we're going to hang around in France for most of the rest of the evening. But first of all, I'm going to take my headphones off and say hello. Who's here this evening? In fact, before I say hello, let me just quickly disappear over here and see what's going on in this part of the world. Right, here's our friend Cassie buying a ticket. Thank you very much, Cassie. That's very kind. And over here, oh gosh, who's people? Oh, a few people have been buying tickets here. Right, who's been buying tickets here? We have got, who's this? Jack. Hello, it's my friend Jack B. Jack is from Texas. And I haven't heard from Jack for a long time, so thank you very much, Jack. That's very kind. Nice to see you again. Good that you're back. Yeah, support, it says. Thank you very much, Jack. I'll be talking to you in a minute about support because there's something very exciting happening very soon. Gerald Long. Hello, Gerald. Gerald has done something nice as well. Thank you very much, Gerald. That's very kind. Who's this? Alexander. Thank you very much, Alexander. Very kind. And who's this? Jerry. For Friday fun, it says. Right, well, I have to live up to that. So thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Jack. And thank you to Stefan. Stefan M as well. There we are. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Now, a big thank you. A big thank you to where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. A big thank you to our friend, big thank you to our friend Joe, Marie and Joe, in fact, Marie and Joe. Earlier today, I posted something, I posted a community post. We're still saving up for some extra, even more microphones for the recording of sample sets. I'm going to be ooting about doing some sample sets myself, which is something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. And on the wish list over on Buy Me a Coffee, here, put it up in the list there. Here, Urza, buy me a coffee time, please. Over there, we have a couple of things on the wish list still. And I put out a post today saying, wouldn't it be great if we got this by the weekend? Because, ladies and gentlemen, next Thursday, I have my first recording session for a sample set creation. Yes, it's booked, it's ready, we're going. Assuming nothing else, nothing comes in between, we will be out recording next Thursday, starting the recording process for our first sample set. It's very, very exciting indeed. So if you want to help us out, please consider that, and we can get that sorted out by the weekend and get going next week. Wouldn't that be brilliant? So a huge thanks to Joe and Marie for contributing towards that this afternoon already. That helped us on the way to those microphones quite a bit, and we've got a little bit to go, but maybe you're interested in helping us out there as well. Splendid. Thank you very much indeed. Gosh, exciting stuff. Right, now we have a birthday boy tonight. It's our friend Andrew's birthday. Andrew Prince. It's his birthday today. Are we allowed to say how old he is? He said it in his email, so I'm going to say it. Andrew's 70. 70 today. That's 19 years older than me. That doesn't sound like much, does it? Gosh. It's Andrew's birthday today, so I think we'll first of all sing happy birthday to Andrew. Andrew's got visitors over, he's got some guests over, and he asked me to get this in during the first hour. Well, I'm I'm on time, so hope you're having a wonderful day so far, or have had a wonderful day so far. It's already the evening where you are too. Where's my music? Where is it? I can't read. There it is. That's the one. And Andrew has requested this wonderful piece of music, one of those wedding hymns from around the world. I have to work out a registration for this, but this will be fine. But I think before we do that, let's have a quick happy birthday. So join in, raise your glasses to the birthday boy. Let's sing. Let's get a nice big trumpety sound. Here we are. Happy birthday, Andrew. Cheers. Sing, 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 everybody. Happy birthday, Andrew. Say happy birthday, Andrew. It's Vanessa, everybody, and a little bundle of joy. It's an almost naked Vanessa. What are you doing, woman? Gosh. Oh, you're going to bed? Really? It's not even 11 o'clock in the evening. Apparently they're going to bed. Oh, is the little one tired? Oh. Oh. She's making monkey noises again. Happy birthday, Andrew. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, Andrew's requested this. Actually, let's just bump up the organ a bit on its own to about here, and then we'll add this trumpet and that trumpet and get rid of that. That'll do. Right. Andrew, this is for you. This is the Prince of Denmark's March. Remember him? The Prince of Denmark's March. Actually, talking of Prince of Denmark, my old friend, Prince Michael of Denmark, it's his birthday today. So I don't think Michael's watching, but if Michael is watching, then happy birthday, Your Royal Highness. He was best man at my first wedding, and I was best man at his first wedding. But that's a long time ago, and a lot of water has crossed under many bridges since then. Anyway, that's a different story altogether. The Prince of Denmark's March for Andrew Prince. All these princes, too many princes. Here we go. Happy birthday, Andrew. Hope you have had, will continue to have a wonderful day. So thank you for your request. There you are, a nice trumpety sounding, trumpety march. I like it. This is a snappy sounding organ with lots of trumpety sounds. Good, lovely. Splendid, 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 yes. Was Andrew in the chat tonight at all? I hope he was. I hope he was. Marek, for a small organ, it sure does a nice tooty. It certainly does. It's rather lovely indeed. Right, let's get rid of that for a second. And, oh, tasty beverage. It's very hot. I've got the fan blowing at me there. It's not cooling today for some reason, but it's there. It's doing what it needs to do. Ah! And photo. Oh my goodness! Wow! Who's this then? No! Gosh! Oh my goodness! Look at this! Oh my God! Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting. I have to download that. Gosh! Wow! Right, you're not going to believe this, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing. God, you really aren't going to believe this. Is a lot of very secretive people out there in the world. God, look at this. All right, how do I do this? I need to get this over here. I need to get this over here. Oh my goodness, too many buttons to press, too many things to do. And let's pop it in there. There we are. Let's pop it in there. Oh wow, this is really exciting. Now this I did not know was happening. At least I didn't know it was happening to this level. Last weekend I showed you a picture of our friend Razbaz. And Razbaz, we knew that Razbaz was leaving Switzerland for a couple of weeks holiday over in the United States, and he was going to go and visit the Platt gang. That's Kristen and Cam Platt in Maryland. And a wonderful time was being had by all. Now I knew there was a little bit of itinerary going on there, and I knew that part of the itinerary was going to involve taking Marco to visit some other Gartshore gang members up in the Chicago area. My goodness me. And I assumed this was going to be Nancy and Bob. Nancy Tilly and Bob. What's Bob's other name? I should know Bob's other name. It's almost just Nancy and Bob. Anyway, and right, hold on. I better get back to there and have a quick look and see who all is in this picture. So we've got, right, I'm going to show you a picture in a minute. This is unbelievable. We've got Cam and Kristen, obviously. We've got Nancy and Bob. I recognize them. Now, who's next? Who's next? Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, and oh my goodness. Right, okay. Some of the people in this picture you might recognize already. I hope it works on the screen properly. Let me show you this picture, folks, all right? Yesterday, Kristen, Cam, and Marco, that's Razbaz, they left the Washington area, Maryland. They left the Washington area and headed off up towards Chicagoland. And yeah, wait till you see this. It's not just Kristen, Cam, Razbaz, Nancy, and Bob. We have quite a few other people here. Let me get rid of that and then add the picture on here. Right, from left to right, ladies and gentlemen. Cam and Kristen. Then we have Nancy and Bob. Then we have our sexton. You know our sexton in the chat. That's Rue. Our sexton in the chat. And then, this is where it gets more than interesting. Then we have a certain Mr. Aaron Showers who left Los Angeles to go and head to Chicago. This is all secret. I didn't know this was happening at all. Then we have Razbaz, that's Marco, in white. And then we have, that's Brooks Lanig, everybody. There's Brooks. And at the outside there, shaded with his cap, that is the legendary Dr. Jerry Martin. Oh my goodness. So let's go from right to left. That's Jerry, that's Brooks, that's Razbaz, that's Aaron, that's Rue. That's Bob, that's Nancy, that's Kristen, and that's Cam. This was a big secret, not only for Marco as far as I know, a big secret for me as well. I didn't know this was taking place in such a wonderful way. I'm so jealous. I'm really jealous. So now actually Cam knows more members of the Gartshore gang personally than even I do. Wow, that's amazing. This is the thing, when they get together like that, because occasionally we will have a video call or we can chat and that kind of thing, and I say that's all very nice, but it's not, you don't know someone until you've got to smell them. So when you meet someone and get the olfactory senses going, and so far of all the people you see in that picture, I have met Cam and Razbaz. They came to visit last year, and at the beginning of this year, Aaron and Jerry came to visit. So I only know 4 people in that picture. Look at that, that's amazing. Cam knows a lot more now. I am very, very jealous indeed. What a wonderful surprise. The Gartshore gang is an international group of travelers now, getting together to do secret things together. That's amazing. Wow. Cam, you sly devil, you. I didn't know that was happening. The gang within the gang, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Oh my goodness, that's absolutely amazing. So this has been a big secret that I really didn't know anything about at all. I'm jealous. I'm really jealous. I'm very jealous. Oh well, I need to get out more. That's a hint. I need to get out more. Let's say hello to everyone else in the chat. Oh my goodness, there's so many people here tonight. So let's see if I get most of it. I'm going back in the chat a little bit, not all the way back. We've got Jeff. Hi, Jeff. We've got Mike King. We've got Elam. Hello. We've got Mike again. We've got Marek. We've got Cassie again. Thank you for your ticket, Cassie. We have Gerald. Gerald, why aren't you in that picture? You live very close to there, don't you? Gerald is there. We have Jim Cascagnette. Chung, 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 chung. We have Julian GC. We have Xing Shang Chong. We have Jez. We have Bodensehorn. Thank you for your email, Ingo. I will be answering that immediately after the concert. Jürgen is here this evening. Robert Varner is here. Tim is here. Monica is here from Ohio. Hello there. Urza is here. Hello. Alexander is here. Good evening, Alexander. I'm just going to wave my hand like this and see what happens. Who else is here? Who else is here? I can't go further back. Nock is here. N-O-C-K. Hello, Nock. Nock is here. Marek is here. Petra Quint is here. Hello, Petra Quint. Jaime Matos is here. Buonasera, Jaime. I'm not very sure. Jaime is from Brazil, isn't he? Yes, of course he is. Wow. Amazing. Iri is here. Hello, Iri, the Ukrainian, the Ukrainian Iri. Hello, good evening to you. Monica is still here. Who else is here? There must be some other people here. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else at this part of the chat. Who am I missing? I can't go that far back in the chat to get. Max Huber is here. Hello, Max. Splendid, splendid. Michael Miller is here. There we are. Robert Varner is still here. Wonderful. Samantha. Hello, Samantha. Lord Misanthrope is also here. Yeah, nice. My eyes are not what they used to be. Am I missing anyone? There's Adrian Morris. Hello, Adrian. How are you doing? Opus Dei is here. Splendid that you are here as well. Wonderful. Oh, this is lovely. Who else is here? David Miller. Hello, David Miller. John Drake. Per Tjernström. Am I missing I hope I'm not missing anyone on the way past. Patrick. Hello, Patrick Lane. Do I prefer this to Landau? Ooh. Different organs. Different. I don't have a favorite. They're all wonderful in their own way. That's the wonderful thing about organs. John Drake. Hi, John. I said Ching Chang Chong already, didn't I? I said a Duke Silver. Wow. Does anyone know how to spell the French hymn he previously played? No, and I certainly don't either. There's the happy birthdays to Andrew Prince, Jez. Don Prince is here. Hi. Andrew's chat is broken, but he thanks you for all the birthday wishes from his Discord. Nice one, Andrew. Gotcha. Who else is here? Witwe Linkmeyer is here. Good evening to you. Have I got everyone now? I think I've pretty much got everyone, haven't I? Peter Rasmussen is here. Hello, Peter Rasmussen. Stephen something. And it just jumped. Stephen Garrett. Hello, Stephen Garrett. Splendid. I think we're getting to the bottom now. Everyone's here. Michael Miller. That's what they all look like, says Michael Miller. Yeah, that is what they all look like. It's wonderful. Wonder what they smell like. Anyway, Matthias Goldman is here. Hello, Matthias Goldman. Manuel is here. Hi, Manuel. Chuck Weber is here. Hello, Chuck. Ready for a hot weekend? Yeah, finally it's getting hot in this part of the world. Joe! There's Joe Humans, everyone. We need to get a picture together with Joe at some point. When I go to the States next time, we are going to go and visit Joe and Marie, definitely. František is here. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? David Pierce is here from Grand Island. Hello. Grand Island. Might as well overdo it. Got everyone? I think we've got everyone. Andrew Bazuki. Hello, Andrew. Wonderful. Oh, Andrew, any bizarre requests tonight? Andrew Bazuki always has wonderfully bizarre requests. Right. Wow. I'm amazed. Thank you, everybody. Very exciting. Manuel, who wrote there. Is that Manuel Prince by any chance? I got your email the other day and I got your thing, so I'll be in touch with you very soon. So thank you very much indeed. Ingo, I will be in touch with you very soon. Ooh, what's that then? I have no idea, but let's find out. Let's quickly add that to the old list there. There's a request from our friend Yellowbird. You know what to do. And we will get over here. Right, have we got everyone? I think we've got everyone. I apologize if I missed anybody. I apologize if I missed anyone. And yeah, catch up with everyone. Right, back to the music. Gosh, now we had a request earlier. Now, who was it from? Let me have a look. Marcus B. Hello, Marcus B. Marcus B. 1990. Is Marcus B. 1999 here? I haven't seen it. There's Gregory Allen as well. Gregory Allen is here as well too. Splendid. There's Marcus B. Ha! And he's even saying, I think I sent you a PDF request. Not sure if you got it. I do, and it's even here. It's in my list of things for tonight. Click, there it is. He requested a piece of music by Scott Joplin. And I'm not sure, have I played this one before? I think I have. I'm sure I've played it. I'm sure I've played it before. I wonder will this organ do jazzy stuff? Well, of course it will, but let's find out how. Let's go up to about the trumpet. And then close that box there. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's a nice bright sound. Here is a ragtime two-step requested by Marcus. The instructions are not fast. That's quite important for ragtime music. Not fast, it says. Not fast. What's happening? What am I missing here? Ha! Surprise. Cam just wrote me a message to say surprise. Yes, you got me. You rotten swine. I'll get you back at some point as well. All right. Here is Marcus's request. I hope I can play this. It's The Easy Winners by Scott Joplin. And yes, it's public domain, so don't you dare copyright. Don't you dare copyright claim it. Here we go. The Easy Winners, a ragtime two-step. cha-cha with a 10th. The easy winners. There's not an easy piece to play at all. Well, it starts off in A flat major, which is easy enough, and then it goes to D flat major, my favorite key. But when you're sight reading, and sight reading all the things like G flat, you need to concentrate. The easy winners. Thank you, Marcus, for that wonderful thing. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Joe and Marie, you've been doing it again. Joe and Marie, they're being very busy tonight. Thank you so much. Very kind indeed. Wow. Thank you so much. Go and check out the Buy Me a Coffee thing. Let's see if someone else can chip in on that. Doesn't have to be Joe and Marie, you know. But wonderful. Thank you so much indeed. You guys are absolutely amazing. Maybe that's a threat not to come and visit them. But no, that's not going to happen. Vanessa and I are definitely, and the little one obviously, we're definitely going to go and visit South Carolina. We're definitely going to go and visit them over there and see what's going on. Right, what's this? You and the Moon and a Ragtime Tune. Lyric by William Vaughan Dunham. What a wonderful name. Hello, I'm William Vaughan Dunham, if you want to do it like that. And music by Albert von Tilzer. Well, he's obviously Austrian. You and the Moon and a Ragtime Tune. I don't know this, so I wonder what this is all about. Let's find out. What key is this in? E flat. Yellowbird has been requesting. He loves this kind of stuff. What a silly little tune, but lovely. You and the moon and a ragtime tune. That's harmony. Soon, Mr. Moon will be shining down. It's full moon here. Shining down on you and me, my little loving baby. Oh, how I could love, while the moon above sighs with sympathy. Good luck to the moon and a ragtime tune, and you and me. What a bizarre tune. The verses of these are usually even better. Listen to the music of the cello sighing. When it starts a moaning, I feel just like crying. God, that's not very... Goodness, I feel blue. All I want is you right near me. Cuddle to me closer when the music starts, dear. Gosh. Wind a golden chain around our hearts. Context, Fraser, context. Lead me to a garden where the lovebirds sing. Give me what I want and not another thing. Well, that's certainly, don't mince your words, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mince your words. What a wonderful tune. What a wonderful tune. Right, there we are. Well, splendid. I like it. So what do you think of this lovely little organ? I think it's rather grand. Let's once again do my patented crescendo and decrescendo, and let's take a random hymn from the English hymnal. There we are. What's random? Dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da ya da dee da dee da ya ya ya. Okay. Unde et memores. Gosh, all right. And now, O Father, mindful of the love that brought us once for all on Calvary's tree, and having with us him that pleads above, we here present, we here spread forth to thee. Gosh, riveting words, these ones, but you know what it's all about. It's a communion hymn, apparently, number 273 in hymnal. And, well, let's see what we can do with it. Let's play around with it. Let's play around. Yellowbird, thank you very much. A little super chat there from our friend Yellowbird. Andrew Bazuki found something rather interesting. Oh, that would be quite fun, actually. Could we do something with that? We could do something with that. We could definitely do something with that. What's this? What's this? Something else? I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, I've already got that, apparently. Oh, no, I did it twice. No, let's just let's ignore that. What's that? I'm not sure what that is. And Joe has a very interesting request. Let's see if we can squeeze that one. Oh, my goodness. And Manuel has contributed to the microphones as well. Thank you very much to Manuel. Very kind indeed. Let's make these samples sound great, he says. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's almost it. It usually notifies me when it's complete. Maybe we're not quite complete. But yeah, cool. We're definitely very, very close. Thank you so much indeed. Wonderful. Thank you. Ah, wow. Amazing. Thank you. Go and check it out. Make sure there's nothing left. All right, here we are. Here's this wonderful hymn on this magnificently sampled organ by our friend Sam. Let's play around with it. And by the time we're finished, who knows? Yep, I like it. A lovely organ indeed. Powerful, says our friend Gerald Long. Yeah, it is. It's a wonderful, powerful, lovely sound. Gorgeous, gorgeous sound, in fact. A rather delicious sound. Yeah, like it, like it, like it. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, well, here we go. Here come the fun requests, ladies and gentlemen. Well, in that case, I think we will disappear. I think we will disappear from this part of the world and head over to Theatreland. Theatreland. To finish off this evening's concert in a more sort of upbeat, cheery, fun. I see, they're sending videos now. They're mucking about, the boys, doing funny things. Oh, some tickets have arrived. I do apologise. I must keep an eye on these things. Tickets have arrived, ladies and gents. Who's been ticketing tonight? Who dis? Andrew. Haha. Thank you, Andrew. That's Andrew, the birthday boy, Andrew. Thank you very much indeed. Here's Monica from Ohio. Thank you, Monica. Who dis? Right, do we have everyone here? Oh, gosh. Right. We got Jack already, didn't we? Here's Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. Very kind. And Jan. Thank you very mumuch indeed to both of you. Lovely. Thank you. And who's this? Matthias as well. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Don't forget, by the way, if you're buying a PayPal ticket, there are options there. You can either donate to me, the organist, you can donate to Vanessa, the director, or there's other things there. The bundle of joy as well, the little one. Yes, you can do whatever you fancy. Right, let's see if this is going to work. I think I've got this in here. Yes, there it is. Oh, stop. There it is. Now, actually, this is only 2 pages, so I think we'll have it on here like this, and I will blinky blink in between. Theatre organ time. Now, Generous Joe requested a crazy piece of it. He requested 2 pieces of music, but I think we'll play this one tonight. Yeah, it is a bit warm and sticky around the world. We're entering into sort of heat wave season, and actually the weather in Germany up to now has been crap this year. It really has been rubbish. We've had a couple of nice days, but it's been pretty rubbish. But from Sunday onwards, it's going to get really nice and warm, but probably sticky as well. It's a very sticky part of the world when it wants to be. So I suspect that will be... oh, it looks like my swell pedals are opening fully again. They haven't been doing that for a while. Oh, wonderful. That's good news. So yes, we're very grateful to anything that sort of cools us down at the moment. Back in the 40s, actually, was it the 40s? I think it was maybe it was the 40s. But in the 50s, White Christmas, Irving Berlin's White Christmas. The piece of music itself, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, that was written on a very hot Los Angeles summer afternoon. And the guys were sitting in the office writing, because all these tunes were written in offices. They weren't written in sort of grand villas with a grand, well, in Cole Porter's case, they were, because he lived in grand villas. But, you know, all the rest of them, they sat in offices and just wrote these tunes probably without the aid of even a piano. And this one was definitely the case. White Christmas, the entire show was just basically sort of noted down. Something in my eye. I'm not going to make the Tommy Cooper joke, but anyway. And it was a sweltering hot Los Angeles day, and somebody walked in the office and said, oh, God, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. And they decided to write the tune, if you believe the urban myth that goes with that. I don't know. Anyway, here's another piece of music from that musical. It's not I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, but snow. Are we dreaming of snow? I don't know. We might be. Snow. Fun, fun. We like snow. Isn't that a cute tune? Wasn't that... I'm thinking of the film. Wasn't that a scene on a train, wasn't it? Ah, I can't remember. I'm sure it was. Here's a very bizarre piece of music requested by... I have to remind myself. But that's the one. Okay, perfect. Here's a silly piece of music from the 1950s, probably. Does it tell me anywhere? I beg your pardon. Here, 1958. There we are, end of the 50s. The Purple People Eater. A flying purple people eater. Remember that? Yeah, it's even got the verse. Oh well, never mind. Sing along if you know the words. This is our friend Andrew that requested this. I quite like this. Thank you, Andrew. The Flying Purple People Eater. 1, 2. A flying purple people eater. What a wonderfully silly song. Thank you. Now I thought on a night like tonight, everyone's gone on about snow and air conditioning. I wish my air conditioning, I just turned the fan on. I forgot to turn the cooling on. I'm so stupid. I could wander over there and do it, but it's late and I can't be bothered. So I'm not going to. How are we doing over here? What's happening here? Gosh, a draft? Or was I going to, I was going to reply to someone over there. I do apologize, I didn't. How are we doing here? Ha ha! More pictures of people in a diner. It looks like they're in a diner. Is that the brunch? Is that the brunch that I wasn't allowed to know about? Cam was being very mysterious and secretive when I wrote to him earlier today. Now I know why. Ha! Now I know why. Splendid, splendid. Splendid, splendid. Actually, can I show that picture? I'm going to show that picture. Where did I find that? There it is. Download. Right, okay. Now go here. Oh, this is so complicated. Now go to downloads. Now grab that. Pop it over. Oh, bloody hell. Pop it in there. Grab that. Pop it in there. And press that. Ha! There you are, look at that. More of these guys eating and drinking, well, drinking lots of coffee by the looks of it. Looks like they're in a diner. Shall we play Diner? That's a good tune. There's Cam in the back. It looks like Cam and Aaron's cap are one and the same thing. Looks like Aaron's wearing a Cam cap, doesn't it? That's bizarre, but rather cute. And there's Rasbaz in the corner, Jerry looking incredibly professional, and Kristen looking up saying, "What am I doing here?" surrounded by all these organists. I feel for you. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, you guys are having too much fun. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm really very jealous. Really very jealous. Diner. Is there anyone finer? Dinah. Something silly to get things finished there. Dinah. I'm so jealous. Don't be jealous, Fraser. Don't be jealous. You will have your turn. That's why everyone's been so quiet this week and secretive. It's a good sign. It means none of you can keep a secret, so you just don't talk at all. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? How many pages is this on? This is on a good few pages. Now, we need some different reggies for this one, so let's load up these reggies for this one. What happened to the socks? A lot of people said. Why aren't you wearing your socks? Well, I am wearing socks. I'm just wearing shoes on top of those socks. Yeah, I started playing in shoes again a couple of weeks ago because somebody was commenting, oh, you only ever play in socks, why don't you have organ shoes? And then I thought, well, in order to piss off that person, I'm going to play in shoes, but I'm not going to play in organ shoes. I don't think you don't need organ shoes. It's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Any shoes will do. Any shoes will do. Even magnificently professional, talented organists like Jonathan Scott say you don't need dedicated organ shoes. It's a bit of a marketing gimmick. Any comfortable shoes that aren't too clumsy. I mean, I'm wearing bloody great boots here. I mean, they're not that dainty, these shoes, but they work. And this is the fun thing. You could theoretically play in anything that you're comfortable playing it. It's up to you if you're comfortable doing it. So yeah, dedicated organ shoes, waste of money. Play in your comfy shoes. Now, I'm actually playing a concert tomorrow, but it's a private concert. It's not a public concert. It's a private concert. There's a music publishers somewhere here near here, and they're having a sort of an open day tomorrow. They're inviting all sorts of organists and choir masters from Germany and Austria and various other places. I don't know where they're all coming from, but there's quite a lot of people invited. And we're sort of demonstrating different things on the organ. My old professor, Johannes Geffert, who is one of the Bach gurus of this world, he is playing a mini concert as well. I'm going to be playing a jazzy mini concert, the organist entertains kind of thing. And then another colleague of mine, Michael Bottenhorn, he is going to be finishing off the concert. And I'm not actually sure what the two others are having in their programs. I'm guessing it's going to be more serious kind of stuff, but this is good because, you know, we've got all of these organists and choir masters contained, and we're going to show them, the three of us are going to show them that the organ can do all sorts of things. I hope it's televised. I hope there's a video camera and a screen downstairs so everyone can see what's going on. The organ itself is not the best organ in the world, but that's good because it means you get to sort of try to get the most out of that organ. So yeah, this is interesting. So I don't know who's going to be there, but I will report back on Sunday who was there. Probably a bit of a who's who of the German organ world is going to be there. So it could be exciting. More on that later. Anyway, right, so back to the old shoes here. And another request that came in, I think this works perfectly for organists playing this kind of music. It's called Happy Feet. Oh, happy feet. Gosh, I think that's enough of that for this evening. Wow. Turbo mode. Turbo mode time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's gone midnight, which means it's time to get rid of all these sticky clothes and go to bed. I think, however, we will finish with a jazzy number from the jazzy collections, and I think we will have, let's have a look. What's that? Actually, no, I'll tell you what we'll have. Let's have some Fats Waller. We're always in the mood for some Fats Waller. Piano time. The Handful of Keys. Hand Waller's Fatful of Keys. No, Fats Waller's Fats Waller. Those were the days when political correctness didn't exist. If someone was rotund, overweight, and pizza for breakfast kind of thing, then yeah, his nickname was Fat, and that became his real name. And it was because he was fat. And nowadays, of course, you wouldn't be allowed to do that, would you? Imagine seeing that sort of beached whale coming onto an aeroplane and think, oh God, please don't come and sit next to me, and say, hey, Fats, here's your seat here. You couldn't do that in this day and age, could you? You'd be locked up probably. But back in the 20s and 30s, that was the thing. Fats Waller, Fats Domino. Neither of them particularly dedicated to the world of salad eating. But anyway, yes, Fats Waller, with his enormous hands, he could stretch almost 2 octaves in one hand. That's amazing. I mean, I can just get 10, a tenth, more comfortably in the left, just about in the right. But occasionally catching some notes on the way past as well. Fats Waller could do, there's the 10, 11, 12, 13. He could stretch 4 more notes comfortably. Big guy. You know what they say about guys with big hands? Big gloves. Anyway, here we are, the handful of keys. That was his thing. Let's see if we can romp along in the handful of keys. Fats Waller to finish off this evening's concerto. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in this evening's Friday night as Organ Music Night. Thank you very much to Sam Sleath for his new organ, Notre-Dame de Vimoutiers, a rather delicious sample set. Description check out the link in the description below, as the YouTubers say, should you wish to go and purchase it for your own collection. And thank you all for your generosity this evening. Next week I will be out and about for the first time recording my very first samples from my very first sample set. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's going ahead. Thank you for your generosity tonight. I will be adding to the collection of goodies. I think Joe wrote in the chat earlier there's a little bit to go still, but that's fine. We have until the beginning of the week, so we still have Sunday. So off you go. Dig deep and think and think big. There we are. All right, that's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A handful of keys. A handful of keys. That's it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm going to go and have a very cold drink and then head to bed. I hope you're going to do the same at some point very soon. If you haven't already, have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful weekend. See you on Sunday. Night, night, everybody.